What is good, collective? Welcome back to my channel, Melvin Intuition Tarot. My name is Ezekiel. I am a intuitive tarot and oracle card reader. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to a collective reading with me on today. Um, yeah, I don't want to blab too much. Let's go ahead and dive in. So as I was tapping into y'all's energy, the I was hearing the song. What's the artist's name? Minnie uh Rudolph, I think that's her name. I know it's Maya Rudolph's mom, but it's the one that she sings like loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much. Um, I'm a firm believer anybody can sing if you have a voice, but the real real thing is, are you a good singer or not? And I definitely don't think I'm a good singer. I do it because I can, because I want to, but I definitely don't think I'm a good singer. So I'm not going to serenade y'all right now. Maybe another time. But yeah, I feel like the collective message is someone is coming in to love you right. Somebody's coming in to really treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. This message is definitely for my singles here. I feel like you are ending out a cycle of, yeah, Ten of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. You're ending out a cycle of um, connections that just really were not of your highest good. They were that, oh, I take that back. They were of your highest good because they were meant to teach you certain lessons about yourself, what you want, what you don't want in a relationship or connection. But as far as like having to deal with those karmic connections, I feel like that cycle is done for you, and you are now about to um, receive the love and the connections that are truly aligned with you and truly um, that are truly for you. And this could go in many different ways, whether it's romantic or platonic. Um, take what resonates. For my singles, this definitely feels romantic, and for those who are already in a relationship or connection, this definitely feels more platonic for you. So again, take what resonates. But the cycle of having to deal with karmics and like connections that just didn't really stick or just wasn't clicking well, um or things may have just gone left, whatever the problem or the situation could have been for you, that's done. um so I feel like what's coming through is I'm getting King of Cups energy. So this feels like someone who is emotionally intelligent, someone who's emotionally intact, um, someone who is very in touch with their emotions. Um, King of Cups is someone who is very nurturing. They're very um, attentive, understanding. They're very good with communication as well. So this is somebody coming in a very mature energy. This person, for some of you, could be older than you. Um, if not older than you, but definitely someone who is very, very mature. Very, they're not here to play games. They're not here to, um, play around. They're not in this like Knight of Wands energy. They're definitely around to show you what it's like to actually have somebody around who genuinely wants you. Tell us a little bit more about this love coming in, spirit. Oh, y'all play too much. And it's funny, I was just talking about the Knight of Wands. Um so usually Knight of Wands in the love reading, I would usually be like, it's a bit of a fuck boy type of energy. Well, I mean, it's more of like Knight of Wands in reverse, but Knight of Wands upright. There's somebody coming in who, um, they're very emotionally mature, but they're also very like fiery and passionate. This is somebody coming in with a lot of passion for you. Um, mm, you, this person is very like physically attracted to you. Now, stay with me, group number. Why I want to say group number? Stay with me, collective, because some of you may be like, I don't want that, or they're just coming in for sex or things like that. And that's not what I'm getting from this person. There now, yes, they would love that with you. Yes, they do have this physical attraction to you, um, but they're also coming in um, with passion and compassion. Um, this feels like someone who, it feels like their intentions are clear, but the way that they may come in could be a little confusing to you. I don't know, maybe this person may come in like starting a little bit small. Maybe they come in and as more of like a friendship. Um, I feel like, you'll be able to pick up like this person has deeper feelings for you, but it's almost like they're trying to, with the Seven of Cups energy, trying to like wear a mask. Um, yeah, they're coming in with a bit of a mask. I'm not getting like deception. I don't feel like they're wanting to deceive you in any type of way, but it's something about your energy that just gives off like, I'm not here to fuck around. I'm not trying to play games. I don't want to deal with that. Is something about your energy that just says don't come in with no games. So I feel like they're coming in a different way than what you're expecting. You may expect somebody to come in all like, like sexual or overly flirtatious or love bombing you. And while this person may still kind of do that covertly in a way, they are also approaching you in like, hey, let's just hang out. Let's take things carefully. Instead of a dinner date, let's just go to the park. It doesn't have to be some fancy date. Let's do something simple. So it's like this person's coming in very different than what you're like used to or what you are like expecting out of like a potential lover. Um, it's like they want to, with this Knight of Wands energy, they kind of want to like, um, what is it? They kind of want to feed the flame first. They want to kind of build things first before they, what is it? Like before they make that transition of like, I actually like love you and I actually want to be in a romantic relationship with you. So yeah, this is definitely for my singles out here. I'm not really, I mean, for those in a relationship, you can still listen to it, but this doesn't really give platonic. This definitely gives a little bit more romantic than anything. Yeah, they're coming in so different. Oof, the Hierophant. So they're definitely coming in with a commitment. They're definitely wanting to commit to you. They're wanting to build a strong connection and bond with you. They're wanting to um, work on this connection with you. Now, with this Hierophant energy, there seems to be a strong spiritual connection between the both of you. I feel like the both of you are very like connected to source. I feel like you have a very non-traditional way, kind of like Hierophant in reverse. So you may have more of a non-traditional way of connecting with source. Maybe you're just more so into spirituality. Maybe you are, into things outside of religion versus this person may be a little bit more like structured in their spiritual beliefs, as far as like religious beliefs. Maybe this person comes from a religious background. Maybe this person still considers themselves religious. I'm picking up like Catholicism. I'm also picking up Christianity. I'm also getting Islam. So this person could maybe be a part of like a Abrahamic religion is what I'm picking up. Take what resonates. However, it's kind of like an opposites attract, even though you both may have different spiritual beliefs or beliefs, I feel like y'all have very similar spiritual values. And I feel like that's what connects y'all. Um, it's a very interesting energy because I don't know, there's just something about y'all's connection. Y'all come from different backgrounds. Y'all are quite different on the outside, but as y'all kind of like get to know each other more, um, you'll start to notice that you both are so similar in a lot of ways, in a lot more ways than what you may initially think. This may be somebody who's not your usual like type. I'm not sure what exactly that may mean. I'm not getting in like a physical way. I feel like physically they're definitely your type, but it's like something about maybe the way that this person treats you, talks to you, that may not necessarily be your usual type. Maybe you're used to dating like the bad guy or the rebel, but maybe this is, someone who's a little bit more of not necessarily a goody two shoes, but more of, somebody who does what they're supposed to do, or they may um fit in more of a societal norm or standard. Um, hmm. Yeah, take where it resonates there, but definitely this person is coming through as someone who's just different than what you're used to dating or who you're used to dating. Hmm. This is coming in pretty fast. Eight of Wands energy with this Knight of Wands. So this is definitely an energy that's coming in quite fast for you. Interesting. So 8 or 88 can be significant, or 888 can be significant. Um, this connection may come in at a time for someone here, either you or them could have walked away from a previous connection. I'm seeing with this Ace of Swords here at the bottom of the deck is like a severing. Ooh, underneath this Ace of Swords was the Five of Swords. Um, so there could have been a situation to where someone, again, either you or them, are picking up more of their connection. They could have walked away from a situation that maybe they were betrayed, maybe they were kind of let down in a way. Maybe they experienced some sort of heartbreak or some sort of betrayal of some sort. Um, Either recently or maybe again like before meeting you. Um, so someone could be a little bit hesitant on opening themselves up to this new connection. Again, even though the chemistry is there, the emotions are there, um, it just again seems like something to where because of something that happened in the past, it's kind of like this mental confusion of some sort due to, again, this betrayal, something that kind of went left in the past. So again, this could be your energy. Maybe you've gone through a betrayal in the past. Somebody maybe could have cheated, or there was just a situation or a situationship that just didn't go the way that you wanted it to. Um, and that may cause a little bit of like trust issues or feeling like you have to, keep all of your walls up to not let anybody in. Kind of similar to this person, also, I feel like y'all may have similar um, pasts when it comes to like y'all's love life. And that may be not necessarily like trauma bonding, but that may be something to where y'all are able to connect over. Is how certain connections or relationship didn't work out in the past. So a lot of communication between the both of you. I feel like y'all will really enjoy um, how y'all like y'all's communication style. So someone's communication style could be very significant here. Um, Someone could have a love language of like words of encouragement. Somebody could just be very like positive, optimistic. They may just kind of say a lot of like positive things to the other person. I feel like this connection is going to be very, very deep. This is something different than what you're used to. This is somebody who you're going to really connect with on a very deep level than what you have connected with others in the past. You may have had deep connections, but you haven't experienced a connection as deep as this. And I feel like it's because of the spiritual nature between the connection. Um, y'all are going to have a very, very strong spiritual connection. Y'all are going to really get each other on a energetic level. I'm seeing two people like touch, and then there's like this static electricity, um, as they kind of separate their hands. So y'all may kind of one way that you may know that, like this is your person. Y'all may like physically shock each other when you touch each other. There may be a bit of a shock. I feel like that could be a sign of synchronicity for you. But again, it's just something about y'all's connection that just feels so electric. It's exhilarating. Like it ignites this fire within you that you may not have even known was there or still there. I feel like the way that they treat you is, in fact, let's pull some cards. I want to see how are they going to treat group number. Oh my God, why I keep want to say group? How are they going to treat the collective? What is this relationship going to look like? Four of Pentacles, you're going to feel very safe with this individual. For many of you, this person with this King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, for many of you, this person could be very financially stable or financially well off. Maybe you as well, but maybe you're not where you want to be financially. but this person's definitely maybe a little bit more stable than you or a little bit more financially well off than you are. Um, but I feel like that's not the biggest message. I feel like the biggest message is that they make you feel safe. You feel, I'm seeing somebody like cuddling and like one person is just kind of like melting into the other person's arms. So I feel like you're going to melt in this person's arms. Um, Again, it's all due to how protected you feel, how warm this person makes you feel also. Um, I feel like this person also may have a love language of like gift giving. So this person may gift you a lot of things. I'm hearing sentimental, so they may give you a lot of sentimental gifts. So things that you may have like mentioned um, that you may like or mention, maybe you mention in conversation your favorite candy and they show up and the next time y'all hang out, they show up with your favorite candy. Or maybe you mentioned that you don't like onions on your burgers. So when y'all go eat out next time, maybe, they decide to order your food for you and they're like, oh, also no onions on their burger. It's things like that to where they pay attention to like the small things. And I feel like that's going to be a really big turn on for you, because you may not be somebody, you don't necessarily have to have expensive gifts or luxury gifts, things like that. I mean, you're not going to turn it down, but you don't have to have it. You look for somebody who's very attentive in that way, um, very much like an active listener in that way, also. But definitely, they may enjoy gift giving. They may enjoy buying you things, buying you your favorite things, specifically flowers, snacks. Someone here is a foodie. Y'all may enjoy going out and getting food together. I'm seeing somebody at like a Mexican restaurant. So Mexican food can be very significant for someone here. I'm seeing somebody eating a big thing of nachos. It looks so good in my mind's eye. Oh my God, am I hungry? But yeah, it just seems like they're going to be very attentive to your needs, and also your wants and desires. They may help you along like your career path. They may be very supportive of, certain dreams or visions that you may have for yourself or for your life. Something about a dream home. Someone here, you may, with your person, you may build your dream home. I feel like this is a side message for someone here. I may do a separate message on that. But something about a dream home can be very significant. You may purchase it with this individual. Something significant about putting your name on the lease. So, if y'all were to move in together, it wouldn't be like a one person name on the lease. It would be both of your names on the lease. Um, I don't know. That may make you feel more secure in some type of way, or certain things like that, to where it's like they're supporting you and helping you, but you also still have a sense of independence. um I feel like they see you as somebody who's very independent, um and they will still do things like that to so that way you still have that means of independence. Maybe you're somebody who you may struggle with depending on other people, you may struggle with receiving, so this person's going to do little things like that, um, to make you feel safe and comfortable with them. But again, it's a lot of like safety and comfort. You're going to feel so safe with this person. What else? Ooh la la, King of Swords. Ooh, I'm hearing talk you through it. So maybe when y'all are having more adult time, this could be somebody who, ooh, why am I hearing good girl? I'm also hearing good boy. um, ooh, my goodness. Okay, it's kind of starting to get a little bit spicy in this reading. Um, but yeah, they may like There may be a lot of like verbal confirmation from this person during adult time. I think I may leave that at that. Um, I feel like, again, kind of going back to the communication thing, I feel like y'all's communication is going to be on point. I feel like y'all really get each other on a communicative level. I see this person being someone who's very much an active listener. They're great at communicating and talking and speaking, but they're also very good at listening. They're not the one to cut you off. They're not one to, play manipulative mind games. They're definitely one to, hear you out. They want to listen to you. They want to hear what you have to say. They want to hear your side of things. They're not just going to operate out of their emotions. They're going to be very fair with how they communicate with you. Um, Something about y'all's banter. Y'all may have a lot of banter with one another. Someone here, I feel like your person here, they may be kind of like very to the point, very direct. And to some people, that they may come off as like a bit rude, or they may come off as like, I don't know, like short with people. But to you, you look at it as like that's your preferred means of communication. I feel like you're somebody, you can't stand when somebody like beats around the bush or pussyfoot around. You're not into like the mind games or the childish games. You're wanting somebody who's going to you're wanting somebody who has a very similar communication style to you, because I feel like you're very direct, you're very straight to the point. And this is your person here. They're going to be very, very, very straight to the point. And while others may take it as rudeness or whatever, how they may feel about it, I feel like you're going to absolutely adore it and love how they talk with you and communicate with you. But again, something about y'all's banter, I feel like someone here has a really smart mouth. Um, ooh, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm getting a lot of like dirty messages from this group. Um, I feel like y'all's adult time is going to be off the chain. Um, oh my gosh. I'm hearing somebody being like, you better watch your mouth before I put something in it. So take what resonates with that. Um, oh my God, y'all some freaks. I feel like y'all are going to really match each other's freaks also. Something about the way this person presents themselves, it may come off as if they're not as freaky as they are. But when y'all really get into the bedroom, you're gonna be surprised at this person's kinks. I feel like they may have certain kinks that it just doesn't look like they're into it or into certain things. But I feel like y'all are gonna really enjoy that time. Y'all are gonna enjoy exploring, that side with one another. Whew, my goodness. I feel like overall, with this Justice card at the bottom of the deck, it's going to be a very fair and balanced connection. This is a connection I feel like is going to definitely, or could absolutely lead to marriage. This could definitely, absolutely be your person here. Um, Again, take what resonates. You got free will. You can choose to go that route with this person or choose not to. But that's your choice. But yeah, this person's definitely going to treat you very, very well. And you're going to really enjoy the hell out of this connection. So group number, oh my God, why I keep on want to say group. So collective, this is all the messages that I'm saying for y'all. So let me know how this reading resonates for you in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Y'all stay well, stay blessed, and I will see you all in my next reading. Peace out.